Yes, it is. It's me. You thought this was B-roll? You thought this was B-roll, Kaito? You thought? It's me dancing, it's me grooving this friggin' banger. You hear that game music, dude? This thing gets me pumped every time. What's up, Gadix? Tater Chaos! Welcome, Tater! Good to have you here and amongst us, Taterino Supremo. Taterino Supremo. Crawl out from under your rock. Tater, I've missed you. I've missed you, Tater. I've missed you, my dear. Welcome back, you beautiful meat bag. Good to see you here again. One of my favorite people to RP with. One of my favorite people to role play with. Good to see you, Taterino. I'm just making sure everything is working, and then I'm gonna start. We'll play the game. Hello! We're beginning. The beginning is arriving now. Prepare thyself for the beginning. Prepare thyself for the beginning. That filter looks so stupid. Why? Why? Why does it look stupid? Why? Why does it look stupid, Kaito? Why? Does it make you laugh? You're funny. You look so stupid. Ah! My chat's always trolling me. Some late effects from last night. Were you 20ing of the 4, Kaito? Were you 20ing of the 4? Or were you drunk? I know Bruce was 20ing of the 4. Welcome, Bruce. Captain Crunch. Good to see you. Hello. Your humble disciple appreciates the compliments. Oh, Tater. I appreciate you. You're awesome. You're awesome. Let's get into this, huh? Alright. So, I've done things a little bit differently today. Normally when we play this game, I'm in the way. And so what I do is I make my head really small down here. Welcome, Sakura Alicia. And I put myself down in the corner. And that kind of works. But today we've got 2 scenes we're going to use. This one, when you guys really need to read what's on the screen. And then this one, where I'm bigger and the game is just a little bit smaller and I'm not obstructing it. Can you still read it at this size? Can you still read it? Okay, it's still legible, huh? A little. Well, I can always do this. And I'll make my camera on this scene. I will go away. I will go here, actually, on this side. Let's see, if I do this. Ah, I'm down here now where I'm not interrupting anything. Ah. But see, now I'm here, and then I'm here again. Ah. So we can really switch between both. I'm only gonna switch to this one when I'm, performing. But if we're voting on something or reading something, I'll switch to this so that you guys have the full view of the screen. Okay? Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? On this screen, what would be even better than what I have back there? Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. No, I think it would need a different... Because if I change the filters on that, won't it change the filters completely? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I think I have a way to do it. But you're not gonna like it. We're still waiting for people anyway. So let's just run out the clock here. We're still waiting for some people anyway. Now is a good time, by the way. Hey! Oh, that didn't work. Let me try again. Hey! Now is a good time, by the way, to make sure that you open up your King of the Castle copy of the game. Make sure it says connected as and then shows the exact name you're going to use in Twitch chat. Okay? If it doesn't show the exact name that you're going to use in Twitch chat right here, it's not going to link you. And under the customization, make sure you customize your guy under every region. That way, whatever region you get assigned, your guy is how you want him to be. Okay? Because I don't think you can control what region you get assigned, but you can control what your guy looks like if he's assigned to that region. So what I did was I chose my guy's basic look, and then I went across every region and customized him after that. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Make sure that you're connected as your Twitch username. I think you can control it unless it causes a weird imbalance. If you can control it, I don't know how. Let me elucidate you. Maybe there is a way to control it. I just don't know about that. All right, let's see. Let's do that. All right. Good to see you, Potato. The join command specifies it, I think. Oh, does it? Okay. I'm willing to believe you. I'm willing to believe you. Alright, let's see. What I want to do is I want to apply a filter here that will kind of like blur the screen a little bit. Let's see if I can find one. Blur. What I want to do here... Good to see you, Potato. How you been, buddy? Extra pixels on left. So we don't want any extra pixels. Error unknown. Oh. Okay, now it works. I see. Kernel. What if we do that? That did not work. See, this is called Gaussian blur, but I don't think it's true. I don't think that's true. This is called Gaussian blur effect, but I don't see a blur, do you? I don't see a blur. I don't think it's blurring. I don't think it's blurring. I think it lied. You do see a blur? More than before? I think you're imagining it, buddy. I genuinely think you're imagining it. This says it uses a blur, but I didn't see a blur. Let's try a different blur. Blur, 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 down into my belly. Yeah, simple. How about simple? Yeah, there we go. Let's do it like... Here, you'll see what I'm gonna do here. I know what you're thinking. You're like, why is it blurry? You shall see. You shall see. We're working in real time here, okay? We're working in real time. You're watching the magic happen live on the studio's monitor, okay? And I know what you're thinking. Why? Well, because see, now I can do that. So now we don't have the castle behind us. We have the game, it's just a blurry version of the game. So I think it's more visually appealing. Or do you not agree? I think that's better, personally. If I'm in this version of the screen. I think this is better. The good news should be that I can mess with this from here. So I can make it weaker or stronger. Like, see, that's stronger. That's way too weak. I think that's just about right. It doesn't interrupt anything that way. The only other thing I could think to do to make this good would be to add a color correction and make it very lack of saturated. So it would be black and white. Would black and white be better? Or would color be better? That's messing with your mind? Yeah, if I do this, woo! Color is better, he says. All right, let's go back to the defaults. Let's go back to the defaults. Oh, then it puts it behind. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, we'll leave it with the color then. Really not too much I needed to do there with the saturation, to be honest with you. What's cool? What's up, dudes? What's up, dudes? All right, I think we've got this working now for the thing. Everything's working. What do you think? Are we happy? Are we happy, meatbags, here on the day? Did everybody make sure that it says connected as yourself? I just want to make sure, because if not, and you join, it's going to be a pain in the butt. The dog is next to me, so the green screen is not breaking, it's the dog. We shall continue the game then. We last left off in the Fragburger Dynasty. That was our third session together. Monarch Dorian, who is presiding over the kingdom of the Barons of the March, the Patricians of the Coast, and the Counts of the East. Now, when you join, the next screen is going to allow you to join. I simply want to remind you that you can use join. Let me Google this. Hold on. King of the Castle commands. Rules. King of the Castle commands. Yeah, I don't think you can choose your, Oh, there's multiple commands that I didn't even know about. Holy cow. There's the join pronouns command. We knew that. Yo, good to see you, Canuckman. Good to see you, buddy. There's the vote command. We knew that. There's also the status command. The status command checks your character's current region, wealth, and role. I wish I had a link, bros. This is like the Google AI summary, which I frankly hate, but it's here. I'm afraid to click this link. I'm afraid to click this link. Please don't break everything. It didn't break everything. Thank the Lord in heaven. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't see where they're getting this info from. Oh, they're getting it from like a guy's YouTube video, not like a link. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. All right, this is what it says. I know that's small. I'll make it bigger. Viewers on Twitch or players in chat can join the game and participate using these specific commands. Exclamation join, followed by your pronouns. So exclamation join, he/him, she/her, they/theirs. We're not having a debate club on it. You use whatever pronouns are comfortable to you. Nobody here is going to mess with you or mock you. I mean, I might make jokes because that's my job, but it's just for fun, okay? Exclamation vote followed by the letter. You already knew about that. Status I didn't know about. This one is new. Check your character's current region, wealth, and role. That's cool as hell. Followed by scheme. I didn't know about that one either. That one's crazy. Is that true? Oh, here's the link. I found a link now. I found it. All right. The Fragburger Dynasty begins again. Type join followed by your pronouns. To join. Exclamation join. Bro, it put him back in Patricians of the Coast. My thingy didn't change. Are you sure? Oh, maybe because it remembers you. Maybe because it remembers you. Oh. It remembers you, bro, from this one. Sakura Alicia, welcome. All right, we've got... Yeah, I think so too, Potato. I agree with you. I think so too. I like that it allows you to join as gay fish. And it considers any pronoun that's not he, him, she, her to be they, them. All gay fishes are they, them. Okay? That's a good lesson to have learned here. That's a good lesson to have learned here. You know what? Hold on. There's one more thing I think I want to do. Let's see. Can I make the chat? Oh, it doesn't like that. It does not like that. OBS did not like that. It did not appreciate what I was trying to do just now. Let's see. Try again, my dears. While you join, I will work on this. I'm just trying to make the chat bigger. Who's that random character? I connected everything and spent so long. Hello, Alpha. You can still play with us. All you have to do is type exclamation join and then she/her. Who's that random character? That's not me. That's not me. I'm sorry about the ads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Zuckerberg is at it again. Bezos, what are you doing? Okay, look, the chat is much bigger now. Do you like that? I like that. I could make it even bigger. Yay, ads! We love AIDS. Ads. We love ads. Not AIDS. We don't love AIDS. But we do love ads. Goldilocks, in my opinion. It was perfect how it was, huh? It was perfect how it was. Alright. I reversed it. Oh, wow. Look, now it doesn't like me at all. With the resub! There we go. That's better. Now it's properly in the middle. Seal of approval for sale. Seal of approval, ladies and gentlemen. Who would like a seal of approval? I think it's so funny that it's only put Sakura on the Counts of the East. It remembers where the rest of you are. What's up, Pedro? It's just a bit behind. Yeah, if I make it... Yeah, that's the unfortunate side of that. That's true. I could... Let's see. Let's remove it. Let's re-add it. If I do just the normal scale, nothing's behind. It's perfect, and it's not behind at all. Maybe we just keep it normal. Can you kill my character? Okay, Kaito, you're taking the roleplay a little seriously here, buddy. I'm no longer alone. Yay, yes, Pedro is with you. Pedro, welcome. Good to see you, Pedro. This is our 4th session, Pedro, on this save file. They've overthrown me 3 times. Only once have I actually made it. Or should we start anew? Should we start fresh? Since so many of you guys aren't seeing your custom characters? Should we begin fresh? I'll make a poll. Here's your poll while we wait for people to begin. There's a poll in the Twitch chat right now. You can vote on it. Should we start King of the Castle fresh so that people who have their special fancy accounts that they won from my giveaway, they can use their characters? This is your chance to vote, my lords and ladies. The first vote of the session. I don't know how I would customize. Alpha Hunters, do you own the game? Do you own the game? You can customize in the main menu of the game if you own it. If you own it. You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. What is Twitch chat telling me? There's a hype train! There's a hype train! Woo! Why is this? I didn't see why. It didn't tell me why. Did something happen? What caused the hype train? There's a hype train! Oh! But why? What is the hype? Did someone resub secretly? It didn't give me a notification. It's good to have you all. There is a vote. Maybe we got to a hype train because you guys voted. So many of you. Involved in the chat, the engagement. Hey, lay down. Hold on. Harold can hear the little girl upstairs playing and crying and running around, and he wants to go check on her. Bum, 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 bum. Well, overwhelmingly, you guys are saying let's restart. Sakura is the conductor. Ah, there we go. I see. It's her resub. It didn't pop up for me until now. 13 months, Sakura Lisha. Many more to go. Welcome, welcome. It didn't pop up for me until just now, guys. I see the one from Sakura Lisha. Something's going on with Twitch because my stuff is behind. Sakura Lisha, welcome back to my disciples of the dead. My disciples. Welcome back, Sakura Lisha. I'm your host with the most. I'm the Lich with the edge. The best Lich on Twitch. And I'm here to entertain you murders on the menu, probably mine as the monarch. Learn the credo, drink the Kool-Aid, sit back, relax, kick up your feet, and enjoy the show because we are going to play today King of the Castle. And since you guys voted on it and you care so much, we are going to start a new save, a brand new save, a new dynasty. A new dynasty. Instead of Frag Burger, we are now the Poor Burger family. Sorry, that's our family name. I am King John Poorburger. I am King John Poorburger, the he-him of my realm. We will play on Twitch as we have done before. We have 3 factions. Last time we had the barons, the counts, and the patricians. So this time we will have the chiefs, the grandes, and the counts. Okay, listen, before you type anything, read this up here at the very top. Players who own the game can type !join region in the Twitch chat to join a specific region. For example, !join counts, join chiefs, join whatever. Potato was right, but only at the start. Only at the start of the session. Only at the beginning. Now, the question is, what's the syntax? Is it join, then your region, then... Yeah, okay, so it counted your gay fish, and it lets you join the grandes. Perfect. Perfect. King John Poorburger. King John Poorburger the Great, the Wise, and the Terrible is here. It counted your gay fish. Perfect. That's a quote to live for all time. That's a quote to live for all time. That's a quote to live for all time. It counted your gay fish. Perfect. 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 I know you already joined before, but now you can join again. Join. Oh, and it's better about putting people where they... Yeah, I like this a little bit more. Ah, very nice. You're a they, them, Kaito. Ah, beautiful. With your pink hair. Tater is in the east. Oh, Tater, you are... Damn, girl! I like your outfit. Kaito with the pink hair. Love it. Potato, very stylish. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It was supposed to be he, him. Yeah, right, Kaito. In what friggin' world? The blue, the chiefs of the north, these are like the Vikings. And the counts of the east are the gothic guys. Necromancers and such. And the grandes of the south are like, kind of like Dorne from Game of Thrones. Lawrence of Arabia type shit. The east is very mystery. Yes, they are. I like the east. Karengar is here. He's the chief of the North! Kenix is here! Welcome, everyone! You gotta play this game with a large group. Yes, we do, Demure, and we are. You can see we've got a big group here, and we're doing it. May I see my character, says Sakura. Yes, you may. This is her. This is she. I'm so happy with being the Vikings. The Vikings are awesome. We've got Kerrigar on the Vikings, Alpha Huntress on the Vikings, Canuckman on the Vikings. We've got Kenix on the Counts, Sakura Lisha on the Counts, Tater Chaos on the Counts, Pedro on the Counts, the Grandes, Kaito on the Grandes, Potato on the Grandes. Now, guys, we're going to play. We're going to start. If you're late, you can still participate. On Twitch, you got to join. Okay? You got to join. That's where we chose the Twitch interaction. Sorry about that. But listen, if you don't have this game, but if we have a good time, maybe, just maybe, like the last time we played, I'll give out a couple keys for this game on my Discord. Last time we played, how many keys did I give out, guys? 5 keys? Last time I played, we gave out like 5 keys. 6. 6 keys. So feel free to join the Discord if you want a copy of this game. All right? We're going to begin. You're not too late to join. You can still join, by the way. All right. It is the spring of 948. I am King John. King John Poorburger. The authority of the realm is 5, the treasury is 3,000, and the stability is 5. We have the chiefs, the counts, and the grandes. Here are their stats on the left. You can see it. Okay? Somebody try that status command, by the way. Exclamation status. I want to see what it tells you if that command actually works. Expand game maybe 100 pixels, please. I can do this and make the game the full screen, but I'm really small. And I'll do this. I'll stay like this, but if I'm going to do a performance, I'm going to make my face big. But if there's something important to read, I will come back to this screen. All right, so for now, we have 3 options. The path to victory, the council introduction, and the coronation. The South is on its own, dude. Look at this. It's got a large area. All right. The path to victory. What will I do as the path to victory? Well, I always like my first path to victory to be, something we can all get behind. I want to be a conqueror. A warrior king. I will focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. And once I have an heir, we will discuss how my ambition is progressing. Yeah, see, I thought that it said status did something for the game, but it's just showing you the status of my stream. That's crazy. Maybe that command doesn't work after all. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom. The wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the scorching south. Ha! I'm big now while I read. I get to introduce myself to the chiefs, and I will. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty, says Chief Karengar. You'll need it dealing with us. To join, type exclamation join and then your pronouns, he/him. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace, says Countess Tater Chaos. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness, says Grande Kaito. I trust you will conduct yourself with both honor and faith, of course. Lots of nobles are now arguing, is this what the council is all about? No wonder my father told me to avoid the council. But it's time for me to be coronated. I need to become the official king. King Poor Burger. Let us do it. Welcome, Echo! We're doing a chat interaction game today. All right, guys. Set laws for voting. What kind of coronation should be held for the new king? What kind of coronation should be held for the new king? Demure, it added you to the counts. You are demure. Demure they, them. Wonderful. It worked. You're in. You're this beautiful red-headed woman, Demure. And wow, you're so pretty. Outdated tradition. There's no need for a coronation at all? I don't like that. The voting is tied at 3, which means I, the king, get to choose. And I choose that we will have a coronation. I'm the king after all. And we will proceed with the religious ceremonies that honor the ninth god. Kaito says, I've been saltwater fishing and I bought a guy's gear lot for a pretty good deal. He wanted $2,500 and I got him down to $700. W or L? I would say a discount is always a W. And I know you love fishing. In the hallowed halls of St. Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places the crown upon your head before launching into sermon. The East and the South now have fervent faith. And that is why John is the king, ordained by divine right, chosen by the ninth god and elevated above all. If the assembled nobles were plotting against you, perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them second thought. I said Kaito, I meant Echo. God! Sorry. All right. That, my friends, was the reign of King John, his first year, the spring of 948. Uh-oh. The chiefs are scheming. Arnie of the Emperor Fig clan. Sinister northern troublemaker. Welcome, Emperor Fig. Good to have you here. Stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this impostor, King John. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North, what will you do? Canuckman, Alpha Huntress, Karengar, and Emperor Fig, you get a vote. You can join by typing exclamation join followed by your pronouns. I'm sorry, that only works on Twitch chat. Sorry. You can still watch from YouTube, but yeah, you'll have to chat in Twitch in order to vote. Chiefs. There are 4 chiefs, they each get a vote. What scheme should the chiefs pursue to overthrow the new king and place their preferred claimant, Arnie, on the throne? Canuckman, Alpha Huntress, what say you? An uprising? A prophecy? Or sorcery? What will you have? The new Halloween game drops in September. Also, PDM, Friday the 13th isn't fully dead. There's a group keeping it alive. It's called Camp Forest Green. Yeah, I'm in their Discord. But it still seems fully dead to me. Not fully dead, but good luck to those guys. I'm excited for the Halloween game. It's looking good. There's also another game called Summer Camp that's coming out that's trying to be like Friday the 13th. The voting has closed. They will raise the authority of the realm, and through prophecy, they will overthrow the king. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It already is 5. They're winning. Pepe of the It's Kaito lineage, well-known southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a furry. A furry? Kaito! You really are Mikey Gage. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandes of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Unlikely Potato, It's Kaito, and Pedro Bayero, you all get to vote. How are you going to overthrow me, the king? Me, of all people? Me? How will you do it? I want to know. I need to know. I need to know. Here's your stats for your consideration. How will you overthrow the king? One more vote. We've got Pedro, Unlikely, and Kaito all agreeing they will raise their farming. They're going to raise their farming. What an interesting group of people. They become farmers. How do you join? Type join. Yeah, that did it. You're in now. Magnificent. You are a count. You are a count. You are Count Magnificent X of the counts. Welcome, Count. Count Magnificence. He counts his shekels. Count Magnificence. To advance their scheme, the Grandes must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Dmitri of the Iconics dynasty. Dmitri, charismatic Eastern chessmaster. My fellow counts, in ancient time, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back these days of glory, but not while the false King John wears the crown. What scheme should the counts pursue? Counts, there's so many of you. Tater, Sakura, Kenix, Demure, and Magnificent. What scheme will you pursue to overthrow me? What will you do to overthrow me, huh? You evil, yellow-bellied people, you. See you in a bit, Canuckman. What will you do to overthrow me? If you are a count, now is your first vote. The command to vote is exclamation vote, followed by the letter. The music is so banger, dude. Ba-na-na, ba-na-na, da-da. Ba-na-na, da-da, da. Ba-na-na, da-da, ba-na-na, da. Ba-na-na, da, ba. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. And we move on. The scheme is simple. Possession. They're going to put a demon in me. What? Ah! What? What? To advance their scheme, they must lower defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. As a reminder, here are your schemes. Here's what you need to do. Here is your schemes, my lords and ladies. I will take a screenshot of this, and I will post it hither on the Discord for our records. Under the 4th session thread. It is on the Discord. If you join our Discord and you go to the King of the Castle area under games, you will find stuff from this session. Anything that you might want to reference, I will put it there so that you have future access to it. Now allow us to continue to the laws of the land. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. Swing voting, reverse voting, or the royal gamble. We will try the royal gamble. 5,000 minutes of commercials. Welcome to the summer of 948, ladies and gentlemen. An invitation from Chief Karengar. Oh, hello, Chief Karengar. Oh, Chief Karengar, it's nice to know you, you sexy boy. Your Majesty, this year we'll be holding the Winter Feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. The Winter Feast? The Winter Feast? What's that? 10 days of drinking, eating, fighting, competing, drinking. See, I like drinkings in there. Drinking, Your Majesty. What was the scheme of the chiefs? The chief's scheme is to, I think, raise their military. 10 glorious days of the counts. The counts are trying to raise their defiance through possession. The counts are trying to raise their defiance through possession, and the chiefs are trying to raise the kingdom's authority to 5. All will take place at the coldest time of the year as the snows bury us in. But you won't need to wrap up warm. That's what the whiskey's for, he says. One thing I want to do, hold on. Somebody requested earlier that we make this just a little bit bigger, and I do want to do that. I'm just going to make it like that. So it's just a little bit bigger for you guys, okay? I look forward to it, Karengar. I will be there. Ha! I can't wait! Winter Feast is a special time of year, you'll see. Alright. Next is the Honor Guard. One evening you're sitting up in bed, reading paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber as bold as brass. Hello, your mace. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Guards! Listen, it's a bloody good idea. What if we try a bunch of birds to a night? I reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate a battlefield. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm so sorry. I should have come sooner. Where is the palace watch? No, just remove him. Arms behind your back, scumbag. The peasant is dragged for your bedchamber, still babbling about bird nights. When the marshal returns, she looks grim. Welcome, Mikey Gage. Mikey, you have been assigned to the Grandes. This is you, Mikey. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. That's not your custom character, Karengar. Yeah, this is your guy. He doesn't have a crown. In the top left. Alright, think carefully, Your Majesty. The gods' loyalties will be divided. Yes, I've decided who I want as my bodyguards. I've already decided, I've already made my custom character loaded in, right? Says Demure. Yes, here you go. You can take a look at her. Beautiful, beautiful redhead. Love redheads. I have already made my decision. I've already made my decision about who will be bodyguarding me. I've already made my decision. It will be the Eastern Knights. I want a bunch of goth warriors guarding me. The Eastern Knights will do. Can I see my character? I want to know if my custom character loaded in or not, says Pedro. Pedro, it did not, Pedro. It does. See how these guys have this yellow banner? That means they own the game. Make sure that next time we play, you have your character linked to your Twitch needs to be linked in the game. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They're all pale and dusty. Welcome, Squidly, down under. And then also goodbye, Squidly, down under. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy watching from the land of the couch. Low on lumber. Your greatness. Will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the woods for our craftspeople, says Alpha Huntress. Sakura Leisha says, I've told you 1,000 times, Chief, that forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging up there. But you sold us a logging contract. And you said the contract has no exclusions for haunting. Some of the chief's wealth has decreased. Some of the count's wealth has increased. Your Highness, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. We must hold a vote. We must hold a vote. The chiefs have a contract and may go logging. This will increase their trade. Let them harvest the lumber, but share the proceeds with the counts. I think they have a contract, and they may go logging. It is time for you to vote, my friends, on what you think. All of you get to vote. Should the chiefs be allowed to harvest lumber from the haunted forest in the east? They signed a contract. They signed a contract. They signed a contract, for Christ's sake. There was a contract is a contract. You signed a contract. Did you sign it under duress? Why did you do it? You signed it. You signed a contract. You know what you did. Let them eat wood. Let them eat wood. Voting has closed. The chiefs have a contract and may go logging. The trade challenge succeeded. The treasury is now 3,600, and the defiance of the East is now aloof. With the council's express permission, hundreds of northern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and gleefully cut it down. A legion of carts, wagons, and boats transport the lumber back to the north to be used in carpentry, construction, and cabinet making. What were the counts so afraid of, anyway? The North now has modest trade, and their defiance has gone down. It is now cordial. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the wonderful year of the summer of 940. It was the summer of 948. Down, down, down. There is now an auction to build various things. I will get my head out of the way. Don't worry, you'll be able to see your money here on the right. I'm going to leave this up, and it's only going to show the richest rollers here on the game. So if you're not one of the richy rich people, you're not going to see your name on the right, which means you have less than the poors. Okay? The poors being Canuckman and Alpha Huntress. Alright? Nobles will use their personal wealth to bid on buildings. Only the two highest funded will be built. You will use the command !fund X, Y, where X is the character code, A, B, C, D, E, or F, and Y is the amount that you're pledging. Remember, you can pledge in multiple rounds. So you can start with a low bet, a low pledge, but then increase it over time. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm going to let the auction begin. I cannot extend this once I hit it. I cannot extend this once I hit it. You have to be the ones to vote quickly. You have 60 seconds. Welcome, DK Foxen. DK, are you in here with us? Yes, you are. You're one of the grandes, DK. I can't extend this. You have 40 seconds. I cannot extend this. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Sakura, Kenix, Magnificent X, among our richest noblemen now. Kenix remains. Nope. Magnificent X remains our richest nobleman. Our most wealthy of noblemen. Demure is now the richest nobleman. Demure. Where is Potato, they said. Potato had like $5. He's biding his time, Potato. Very nice. Time's up. Buildings have been funded. The Grandes have built an aqueduct. The Grandes, excuse me. No, the Grandes is funnier to say. And the Chiefs have built a monument. A monument. A aqueduct. Worth going broke. Karengar was the biggest contributor to the monument with 700 buckaroos. Its Kaito was the biggest contributor to the aqueduct with 500 buckaroos. Kaito just wants more water at his house so he can keep washing and dyeing his hair pink. That's what he wants. We now have 3 missions. Taco Bell Grandes. First, I must find a spouse. This is none of your business. All right? My spy master has come to speak with me, and my mother, too. I've been busy. I don't know why I need a spouse, but I'm interested in women, Mom. You know that. Come on. All right, next, in the South, we have 2 events in the South. The Grandes, what's the Count's goal again? The Count's goal is possession of the king. They must lower their own defiance to 4 or less by the next season. They're currently at 2, so they're currently achieving it. Dude, the Grandes down here have a little bit of everything, don't they? Look, they got this huge tracts of land. Look at all this. Right on the edge of the Ashmodean Empire, too. Crazy. First, there's been a nobleman kidnapped. Grande Mikey Gage. Your Holiness, the loyal and noble Grande DK Foxen has been kidnapped. Why? It's a criminal organization, my king. These horrible miscreants demand gold and safe passage to Ashmodee in exchange for DK Foxen's return. Oh no, we're gonna have to vote on this. Guys, we do not negotiate with terrorists. Okay? We do not negotiate with terrorists. Send in the troops! Send in the troops! Send in the troops! The voting begins. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Send in the troops, guys. Send the South's troops after the kidnappers. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Get in there. Send in SEAL Team 6. Get in, get on, get out. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We don't. We don't allow that. We're better than that. 6 votes, 7 votes. Ooh. But we do, says Kaito. No, we don't, Kaito. Not currently. You don't have the votes to say that, Kaito. Kaito, you don't have the votes to say, but we do. Vote A and lower his money. Don't do it. Don't do it. Vote B and send in the troops. To fight. To wrestle. To destroy. It just so happens the voting is tied. I say, send in the troops. I'm not hoarding my money. And look, the military challenge, it succeeded. It succeeded. It succeeded. My money is immense. I was once King Poor Burger. Never again shall I be known as the Poor Burger. The military is now inadequate in the South. Look, they did it. DK Foxen is retrieved, safe as could be hoped for. During the raid, Southern fighters recover a hoard of gold and gems, some of which goes to the treasury and some of which goes to the Grandes. The Grandes, you're complaining about money? Hold on. I got you paid. I got you. Hold on, let's see. One of your boys was kidnapped, and I got you paid, and I got your boy back. Are you crazy? Well, you killed some of our military. No, some people died getting your boy back. What does that have to do with... What? That's what soldiers are for. They're sent to go do things that require violence. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Some of these boys are gonna die. We don't want that. But we don't want terrorists either. Also, I don't know why I'm connecting to the game server. My internet is clearly functional. You guys can see me. We're still chatting. What happened to the game server? I got a message from Demure. Read character lines. Oh, it's fun. I do all the performance, Demure. But we'll have fun with it. Why did you even get kidnapped? It was a deal gone wrong, you see. It was a super fan. DK was showing his feet on the kingdom's internet. Okay? He was showing his feet on the kingdom's internet, and a super fan tracked him down and took him away. Why are we still connecting to the game server? I don't understand this. Come on, internet. Come on, internet. It was Pinky that took me, says DK. Oh, no. Did your game crash? It didn't. But, I mean, I can't move either. All right, let's just do this. I'm sure it didn't, I'm sure it didn't forget about that. I'm sure we still rescued you, DK. I'm sure you're not currently in the ether, DK. You don't exist in a state of alive and dead in the kidnapping right now, DK. I'm sure. Okay? I'm sure that you're just fine in the ether. Alright? It's fine. Continue game. The Poor Burger Dynasty. Load. Oh no, it wants us to redo? Hold on. Load. Oh no, it does. Ah! Oh shit. Type join and then your thing again, guys. Nasuf! Nasuf! Forsooth, Nasuf! Forsooth, Nasuf! My dear Nasuf, what were you playing, Masu? Evil Pig! Hello! What were you playing? Welcome, Evil Pig! I love the name Evil Pig Productions, dude. There's something cool about that. Welcome, Evil Pig! Welcome, Evil Pig, thank you! What were you boys playing Enshrouded together? Hello! I'm your host with the most. I'm the Lich with the itch. I'm the best Lich on Twitch. I'm here to entertain you. Murders on the menu. I am the king, as you can see from my crown. I am the king. And we are playing a chat interaction game today called King of the Castle. We only play this once every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, with a broken green screen. The green screen is not broken. Everything is too bright. Kaito, shut up. Okay? I don't know if you can call it playing as much as Zerg rushing. You guys were Zerg rushing. Nasuf. Were you Zerg rushing? There's a really funny clip of me playing that game, Enshrouded, with Pinky, and her not figuring out how the wing works, the glider. Crimson sent me and told me to tell you she said hello. Ah, Crimson, tell your mother I said hello. Good to see you all. Ha, I'm small again. But now, I'm big. It's okay. We got it. We're playing it on hard and we keep dying a lot. Oh, I see. Hard is hard for a reason. You can't tell because of the camera, but I'm hard right now. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. I get carried away. Don't worry about it. Too many deaths. The account's getting robbed hard. Welcome, Autumn. Welcome. Anyone can play this. Ah, hey, guy. What in the hell was that? All right. What's up, Joe? G.I. Joe. Joe. Good to see you. So much water. So little time. Thank you, chat. The era of the fish has begun. The era of the fish has begun. And you know that I'm the #1 king. Baby, we gonna begin again. We need to find out what happened with the kidnapping. Oh, it didn't resolve. We have to redo the kidnapping. Oh no, this time Kaito's been taken hostage. Okay, guys, I think for this one, since he's been taken hostage, I think maybe we just ignore the letter. We don't negotiate with terrorists, but I'm not sure we should send the military either. You know what I mean? I think for this one, we just kind of cut our losses. You know what I'm saying? For this one, we just kind of cut our losses. We just let Kaito go. You know, thank God we got DK Foxen back. Okay, thank God we got DK Foxen back. I'm kidding. Send in the troops. Send in the troops. Send them in, chat. Send in those troops. Go in there and get them out. Harold, quiet, you Harold, you. Quiet. Send in the troops. The troops. Send them in. Send in the troops. Autumn said ignore it, dude. Autumn, dude, brand new, cold as ice. Love it. I already like Autumn. Aurum mint. I thought it was Autumn mint. It's Aurum mint. My bad. Apologies. I won't make that mistake again. Send in the Marines. We're sending in the Marines, chat. This time, does it succeed? Yes. I still got rich again, and we got Kaito back, and Kaito is retrieved, and we still got the gold. We still got the gold. Nobody can complain about free gold. Oh, look at this. What is this? Your Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the South have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. Holy cow! Look at this. Farming is now rampant in the South. Those boys is farmers, man. Those boys are some straight up farmers, man. Damn, son, where'd you find this? It would be of great use to us in the North. Our farms are struggling to keep up with the demand, you know. Yeah, the North, your farming sucks. Y'all's farming is terrible. Potato, dude. Potato comes in here. Look, immediately, just like in here. Read the chat. Read this. Look at this. And then read this. Look at these two things. Look at these two things here. This one and this one. Unlikely potato. Unlikely potato. The game already knew he was gonna shit on you guys. Will not share the designs with the likes of you, Northern Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Should the designs for the Southern Reaping Machine be shared with the other regions? I think so. But I also think that if we're going to make them share it, we need to compensate them for it. And I think it would be wrong and foolish to stop the production of the machines. So, should the designs for the reaping machines be shared with other regions? What say you, chat? What say you? What say you, chat? The South is voting to leave the machines in the South. They alone want to farm. No one else is allowed to farm. No farming for anyone else. No farming for anyone else. You're not allowed to farm. I'm not allowed to farm. Only the Southerners are allowed to farm. Let the Southerners farm. Look, they voted like a block. Only Kaito voted against that, dude. Keep your greedy hands off my crops, sir. Oh, a succulent Chinese farm? A succulent Chinese farm? What is the crime, sir? What is the crime? What is the crime, sir? What is the crime? Kaito, you traitor. He's the only one who voted against you guys. He's the only one who voted against his whole... He broke the picket line, bro. He broke the picket line. Voting has closed. No more voting. Compensate the Grandes for the invention and share it with the other regions. The Grandes' wealth is increased and the treasury has gone down. Rewarded for their ingenuity, the Grandes are satisfied, as is everyone else, who produce brand new wheat eaters for their farms at lightning speed. Now the East farming is rampant. Now the North farming is good. It's fertile. Wow. I'm very impressed, guys. I'm very impressed. I'm so impressed with you. And that, my lords and my ladies, was the autumn of the year 948, the reign of King John Poorburger. Uh-oh. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant king and the warrior who will overthrow him. A congregation of God speakers huddles around the tablets detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly, "Praise Morgana! The tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Arnie will be our king. All hail the Lord Renda." Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Arnie's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the North alive. And surely Morgana will bless us with power to crown Arnie. For the next stage of the Chiefs' scheme, they, the Chiefs, that means Canuckman, Alpha Huntress, Emperor Fig, and Karengar TV, must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. It's already a 0. They're winning. The Counts and the Crown. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the king. The Chancellor sent me... Hold on, let me do my demure impression. The Chancellor sent me the fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts in helping the crown. It's working. Our reputation is secure. Our problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. Welcome, Dog Mom. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Dog Mom, this is a chat interaction game. If you would like to participate, simply type !join and then a space and then she, her, they, them, he, him, whatever your pronouns you prefer, and you will show up on this list of players over here on the left-hand side of the screen. It will assign you to one of these teams. And Dog Mom, it has assigned you to the Counts, the purple team, the Goth Mommies. You're officially a Goth Mommy. How do you feel about that? It is time for taxes, my lords and ladies. It is time for taxes. Taxes, taxes, taxes. Always taxes. It is always time for taxes. Now's a good time for tax. Tomorrow's a good time for tax. The Grandes, by the way, made 500 wealth from a series of canny investments. The other nobles gained 200 wealth. They call me... Hold on. They call me Blaze Shadow-Stained Darkfather. At least it's Shadow-Stained and not Shit-Stained. Your fellow Counts have all been well behaved. Money is pointless as he'll just tax us more, says Unlikely Potato. Ah, very true. Yes, I will. No, there's no reason to increase the taxes. We do the standard tax as allowed by law. We have 3 events. My eligible options, the Winter Feast, and Haunted Furniture. We will begin with my wife. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. Freda, firstborn of the Alpha Huntress clan. She's your typical northern lass. As far as I can tell, big and loud and all the social graces of a goat. But she means well. Even among the northerners, she's somewhat of a name for herself as a fearsome warrior. People say she nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal. This is Lorelei, the eldest daughter of an Eastern demure shootout dynasty. Apparently, they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle. She spends most of her time there, conducting bizarre experiments. She went missing a while ago, but it turned out she'd accidentally locked herself in the cellar and survived on wine for a week. Okay, I do like that she's a drunk. I do appreciate that about her, locking herself in the cellar and surviving down there for a week. I appreciate that. However, she don't smile She don't smile. She don't smile for the photo? She don't smile for the photo? What the hell? I don't see what all the fuss is about, personally. And finally, from the south, Bellona. Oh, she's a redhead. She's a redhead, guys. The eldest daughter of the Mickey Gage lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of a sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. She's tried her hand at a number of ventures, though they all seem to end in disaster. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We need how come they don't give me a chubby girl? They're all fit. Where's the wintertime women? It gets cold in the kingdom. These bed sheets aren't gonna warm me up. I need me a thick girl. Picking a region will anger the other ones. I know. Where's all the thick maidens? Where have all the thick girls gone? I've made my decision. Frida of the North. I will marry her. We will have beautiful conqueror children together. We will have beautiful conqueror children together. Next, it is time for the winter feast. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Karengar TV. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north sitting cheek to cheek along... Wait, which cheek? Cheek to cheek? Or, are they sitting butt cheek to butt cheek? Is everybody in Karengar's hall touching butts? Is everybody down there touching butts? Is everybody down there touching butts? Welcome, Your Majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat and grab a drink. It is customary at Winter Feast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? Oh yeah, you are hosting me, right? Well, you know what, Karengar? I know you to be a valiant warrior, and I married into your clan, and I'm appreciative of that. And so I have brought you this champion warhorse, Karengar. I have brought you a champion warhorse. His name is Amadeus. He is a fine black stallion. Participating, if you choose to participate with us, you will join this list of noblemen over here on the left. It will assign you to a team, and you'll have the chance to start voting on things that concern the entire kingdom of the chat room, or things just concerning your area of the kingdom. Welcome, Mr. Nugget. Welcome, Mr. Nugget. Welcome back to my favorite Nugget. Good night, good night. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days, and a lake of ale is consumed. A couple of hours in, you are... a little merry. As Winterfeast draws on, and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood turns raucous. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall getting into a fight In your drunken haze, you tell a joke that might have been construed as a little insulting to one of the chiefs present and their mother. Oi! Say that one more time and I'll batter ye! Says Karangar. The chief is so drunk you're not sure they realize you're the king. Or perhaps they've gone just too far gone to care. I accept your challenge, Karangar! The whole clan grows hushed as you stand up and ball your hands into fists. Then, with a roar, they surround you both and begin chanting, Fight! 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 Hello, Crimson! Welcome back! I will fight honorably against Karangar. Karangar absorbs the hit with a grunt. Then he punches me back and everything goes dark. You are revived by a cold splash of water and the chiefs are congratulating you on the back. Congratulating you for fighting honorably, even if you did lose. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered around the hall. Your own hangour isn't too bad, but the thought of the voyage home makes you wince. You bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Yeah, dude. Sometimes the boys wrestle. Sometimes boys wrestle. It's totally acceptable. Haunted furniture time! DK Foxen, you're back! Hello, hello, Crimson. You can join by typing !join and then your pronouns, he/him, she/her, they/them, and it will assign you to one of these lists over here on the left. It will put you where you want to go. You are officially a count. You are a goth mommy. How do you feel about this? The counts are goth mommies. Someone, stop that armoire! Just as you're on the way to the council hall, an antique cabinet comes running past you at blinding speed. DK Foxen follows in close pursuit. Oh, greetings, your majesty. I'm having some trouble with my furniture. I bought it from Chief Alpha Huntress just last week. Of course, today I hear this has been happening to all of that scoundrel's merchandise. Alpha? Are you selling cursed cabinets? Are you selling cursed cabinets, Alpha Huntress? Are you selling cursed cabinets to the realm? I want that good-for-nothing filcher, says Sakura Alicia. I want that good-for-nothing filcher. They chopped down was an ancient heartwood grove. The trees were alive. They still are. Please, your holiness, the council must step in. Uh-oh. There's a vote. What should be done about the haunted furniture sold by Chief Alpha Huntress? Arrest Chief Alpha Huntress and throw out all northern furniture, or chain everything to the floor from now on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Arrest her? Is it her fault? Is it her fault? It's your vote. It's time to vote, chat. It's your vote. Should we arrest her? Does she deserve being arrested? Put her ass in jail, dude. I don't mind, whatever. Or chain everything to the floor. Maybe we chain everything to the floor. She was warned. Maybe we chain everything to the floor, guys. Keep voting. Keep voting. Keep voting. Chain everything to the floor, huh? The aesthetic of the chains is sick. Yeah, we're also going to chain Alpha Huntress to the floor. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've done this with Pinky. It works. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. The voting is tied. Arrest Alpha Huntress and throw out all northern furniture. Or chain everything, including Alpha Huntress, to the floor. Decisions. Decisions. I think we'll chain everything to the floor from now on. Everyone's wealth decreased. My wealth decreased. Y'all's wealth decreased. Everyone's money went down. Everyone has to buy chains for their furniture, dude. We should have just kicked her ass to the curb. Oh, my wealth increased. True. Oh, yeah, don't let me get away with that. That's right, you had to buy the chains from me. It just so happens that I know this is a weird time to mention this because we just voted, but a couple of years ago, my father nationalized all chain production. So the kingdom, the government, we own all manufacturing of chains. I forgot to mention that. So anyway, you guys all have to buy your chains from me, and we're going to have to chain everything to the floor. But I'm really glad we didn't throw Alpha Hunters in jail. Okay? Here's your end table, Your Majesty. Blighter almost ran off a cliff trying to get away, but I caught it in my snare in the end. Unfortunately, the furniture never stops trying to escape, rattling and even shaking when restrained. Some nobles hearing voices from their own new sofas. In the end, everything must be destroyed? Look at all this. Well, fine. Just don't listen. Just plug your ears. Just plug your ears, guys. Just plug your ears. Well, that was the winter of 948. What a terrible winter. Unrelated, but Sully just crawled up on my lap to cuddle. Chain it to the ground! Chain Sully, immediately! By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. And we will. I have tweaked the laws. What was that? What in the hell was that? Alright guys, we got 3 events. The royal wedding, comet sighting, and what does this say? Tasty innovation. We begin with my wedding. Your wedding to Freda is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. See you later, Squiddy. We'll miss you. It feels like you're not the only one taking part. You're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Frida at your side. I do take her as my lawfully wedded wife. King and wife. Your new wife dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. It's kind of hot. By the time you find yourself alone, it's past midnight. You've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk! And yet somehow not drunk enough. Whose ass do I need to kick to get more wine? Bring us wine! That's the spirit! Let us sleep together. No time like the present. She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Right away. Love at first sight. That's what that was. I didn't mean to exaggerate, says Kaito. Hold on, let me do my Kaito impression. I didn't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Highness. Show me. Behold! He holds in the air a plate, and atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry nobleman to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by the meaty juices. We have the best technology. We have the best technology. People say, wow, our technology. Magnificent X. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice It's Kaito for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a It's Kaito is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Wait, so you own the idea of sandwiches forever? We shall call them LLMs, large luncheon meats. Large luncheon meats. Large luncheon meats. Okay, well, I think it's obvious that, Kaito invented something really good here. But should we all be paying Kaito for all time for his sandwich idea? I don't think the state should take it either. It's a business, he says. It's a business. This is my business. Don't infringe on my God-given rights to business. Don't infringe on my God-given rights to business. Okay, what if we pay him for the idea and then we distribute it to everyone else? Okay? Here's your options. Sorry about that. And the voting begins now. I think Kaito should receive a one-time reward from the treasury instead. I will pay him for the idea, which the king will then own, and then he will get paid, and everybody's trade will increase and get better. We will all have sandwiches then. All of us. But not a percentage of the sales of all future sandwiches. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You can't own the idea of a sandwich, son. Besides, your peasants invented it. You didn't invent that. You didn't invent that. We need more water to produce bigger and better large luncheon meats. The large luncheon meats are very water hungry. That's what you don't understand. But apparently water is not even the real problem. Power is. People are misunderstanding the water thing. It's complicated. But basically the water thing is a hoax. The bigger issue is not the water. Alright, let me see. Yeah, purple counts join. Can I make a... Let me see if I join these. Grandes. And then what if I join this one? Oh no, it gets rid of the status. Well, you guys can do that. You guys can join VCs if you want and make statuses, I think. Alright, the voting is done. Voting is tied at 7. It's up to us, and I choose what I chose, which is Kaito shall receive a one-time reward from the treasury instead. Kaito's wealth has increased dramatically. And the treasury went up, and then the treasury went down. Next time, set it up with roles for access to a text in a VC. There is a text there. You have a text. You should have a text. It's a very popular dish. How much farming do we grandes need again? At least 5, and you're at 9. Our last event is the comet sighting. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the south, Your Holiness. The knaves are claiming it's a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Well, I think we should tell the church to dismiss such baseless superstitions. The priests of the South preach that the comet is actually a good omen due to a new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. The faith is now zealous. 1 second, chat. One of my dogs was freaking out. I had to go and tell him no. Goth mommies have a different vote. I don't know if we are united. The church is trusted enough in the South that the peasants believe it. The comet is celebrated. It all worked out. And that was the spring of 949. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ave, taking the form of a humble noble known as Peppy. He's here anyway, the great and powerful! Whoa! He hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or, so the Grandes claim. Haha, peasants all over the South are flocking to you, Peppy. I knew you could do it. The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage, the Grandes must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Here are your current schemes. 1 second. Here we go. Sorry about that. My dog is still freaking out. So it looks like everybody is in the second stage of their conspiracy. Alright, we have 3 events. 2 of them take place in the east, 1 of them take place in my castle. We will begin with the one in my castle first. Rising tempers. Ah, John, I have something I need to discuss with you. That oaf, Countess Aura Mint, challenged my honor, calling me a coward, only fit to fight training dummies. What did you say about my wife? My wife? I must regain my honor by fighting her at once. Kick her ass. By the old gods I will. Not to worry. The very next day, Countess Aura Mint is summoned to the fighting ring for the much anticipated duel. You've always been a coward, Frida. Don't worry, there's still time to back down. I like that I have an option to not cheer for my wife. I like that I have an option to be like, boo, my wife sucks. Boo. That's hilarious, dude. Boo. Kick her ass, Frida. Frida grins ever so slightly. They circle each other like lions, their axes drawn and pointed at each other. When they finally come to blows, the fight is over almost as quickly as it began. A parry here, a thrust there, and suddenly Countess Aura Mint is holding up her hands in a display of surrender. Well fought. You win. Frida looks positively jubilant. She's proven her valor and been vindicated the family name. Time for the missing bees. Your Grace, terrible news from the east, says Countess Dogmom. The bees have vanished. But all the bees? All of them. All across the east. We counts rely on the bees for our honey trade. But worse, in the east, bees are bringers of good fortune. We look after them, and they look after us. It's a grim omen if they've deserted us. Our lowborn are scared that we've offended the bees somehow. We must track them down. Guys, what are we going to do about the bees? What are we going to do about the bees? What are we going to do? The bees. We need to clip the bees' wings. Bees come and go. What will we do? The bees do come and go. Overwhelmingly, everyone thinks that the peasants know what to solve here. The peasants will tell us about the bees. That's what we really need, is peasants with bees. The bees. Ask the peasants if they've noticed anything wrong. What do the peasants know? Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. While the nobles scoff at the king lowering himself to listen to the peasants themselves are happy to have a voice. And soon you do find something useful. And that was the summer of 949. I think. Oh no! Border raids! There's raids on the border. Your Highness, those damn chiefs are up to their old tricks. Chief One Mad Nugget. Chief One Mad Nugget has been leading his warriors on raids into my lands. Nobody was hurt, but they shook down my peasants for petty coin and stole cabbages straight from my fields. Trade is now struggling in the east. In the north, trade is now dynamic. And in the east, Countess Crimson Courier's wealth has decreased from 700 to 400. How dare you, says the One Mad Nugget. Accuse me of something like that again, and it's my axe you'll answer to. Your Greatness, I've no idea what Countess Crimson Courier is talking about. Maybe she's had too much wine, eh? What should be done about Chief One Mad Nugget's supposed raids against the Countess? What should be done? What on earth should be done? What should be done? It's time for you to vote. What should be done? What should be done? What should be done? Everyone says, Countess Crimson Courier, you must bring proof. You're making an accusation against a nobleman. Lord One Mad Nugget has been here for quite some time. You cannot simply accuse him of something. Blood and Stars, you want my proof? Is my word as Countess not good enough? Ha! Clearly not. The council has spoken, jackanape. Go and cry into your silk pillows. Wow, that was awfully... You got really shitty there at the end. Nugget, what was that all about? It's time for an auction. It's time for an auction. It's time to build some shit. When I hit the red button, the timer starts 60 seconds, and I cannot extend it. What are we gonna build? Here's a list on the left of all your monies. What are we gonna build? Here's a list on the right of all of your monies for those of you, except those of you who are really broke. Here's a list of everything you need to know. Hi, I'm down here now. It's time to begin. It's time to begin. Begin your funding. Begin your funds. Fundarooski. Fondue, if you will. Build, build, build. Hope and change. We can do it. That damn cursed furniture ruined me. Ah! That damn cursed furniture. It ruined me. It ruined me. We built this giant cement trash can. It broke. It broke. What did you build, my dears? You built an observatory and a library. Heresy. An observatory and a library? Heresy. Heresy, says I. Heresy! All right, we have 3 events, and it looks like they are all in the kingdom itself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, wait, what was our scheme? The current schemes are prophecy, possession, and fervor. For the chiefs, you're trying to lower your own faith to 4 or less by next season. You're already at 0. For the counts, you're trying to lower your faith to 4 or less by the next season. You're at 4. For the grandes, you're trying to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less by next season. It's at 9. First, about my heir. Your marriage has grown strong and steady. It's high time you thought about an heir. Yeah, I loved the wedding. I love my bride. I need an heir. Yes. My wife and I will have a child together, trust me. Don't worry, but there's a terrible secret in the castle. Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. I feared the church was in trouble. We've been in decline, alas, and now we know why, which is the worst part of it all. The counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the 9th God! My thoughts exactly, Your Highness. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention. How can the king fight back against the count's horrifying plans? I will pay each of you 500 gold to spread the word about the dangers of demons. 500 gold to each of you who helps me spread the word about the dangers of demons. 500 gold to every man who will help us speak about the dangers of demons. Demons are dangerous. The counts are consorting with them. My lord counts, we will not be engaging in any demonry. No demonicry. Goth mummies, there are many of you. There are enough of you to sway the vote if you're all here. If no one else votes, there's enough of you to vote and sway the vote. There are so many goth mummies. But will we spread the word of the demons? It does appear we will. It doth appears we will. The counts are 3 votes shy. They are 3 votes shy. They are only 3 votes shy. Will we spread the word of the demon? It's a very split vote. Welcome, King of Hearts. You'll have to join us first, King of Hearts, with the join command followed by your pronouns before it will register your vote. You will have to join and then vote. King of Hearts, good to see you, my love. King of Hearts is officially on the team of the Counts. He's on the team of the Counts, and he did vote. Good to see you, King of Hearts. But sadly, there is not enough votes for the Counts to take it. Voting has closed. 9 nobles voted for. Spread the word of the demons. Ah, my sanity, says Sakura. The South's faith is now fanatical. The East's faith is now dutiful. The North's faith is now imperious. But many nobles grumble about the church meddling in official matters. Defiance has increased, and the authority of the king is now dubious. Dubious. Is 10 the max? Can we go up anymore? 10 is the max. Unless there's some special event I've never seen that can take you past 10. I believe 10 in any of these on the left is the max. Pagan prophecies time. The Northern Chief's God Speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. What does it say? That's besides the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire. It must be stamped out immediately. What she means to say is the Chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. What do I need to do? You must ensure the faith of the ninth god is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense. I see. Order priests to go to the north and decry the prophecy as false. Go. Order priests to the north. We will decry the prophecy as false. It is clearly a heresy. It is heretical, my friends. It is heretical. Very heretical. There shall be no more heresy. There shall be no more heresy in this place. Order priests to go to the north and decry the prophecy as false. Decry it, decry it, decry it. We don't want this prophecy spreading, do we? Of course we don't. Of course we don't. What is this vote of C? What even is... What is this vote of C, you crazy people? They're going to overthrow the king, aren't you? Do you have no brains? Y'all are crazy. You're going to allow them to do this? They're countering you. Don't you understand? You're being swindled. You're being swindled. It'll be fine. You're being swindled. The voting is closed. The matter is settled. The matter is settled. You are all crazy. Either the council does not take the threat seriously or they have their own agendas. They refuse to help the king. Welcome, Camping Master. You have been assigned to the Grandes. Good to see you, Camping Master. We play this once every couple weeks. Good to see you here and amongst us, my friend. And that was the autumn of 949, King John Poorburger. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky hall reaches a fever pitch. Arnie, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones, surrounded by God speakers, chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the king in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be king of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of the Voltor. Glory to Morgana and to the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Many faithful warriors of Valtor have already joined our cause, fellow chiefs. Now we must bring down the false king in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. How will the kings overthrow and fulfill the prophecy? If you're a king, a chief, you get a vote. If you're a chief, you get a vote. If you're a chief, you get a vote on this one. The chiefs are the following people: Nugget, Canuckman, and Alpha. Also Keringar and Emperor Fig. You get to vote, and you get to vote, and you get to vote, my lords. Lure the king to the north and sacrifice him in a pagan ritual. This is their plan. So it is destined, and so it will be. Spread the word to all of Morgana's children. The throne breaker has risen, the false king will fall. But first, we drink in honor of the gods! Ah! The chiefs must keep their defiance at one or less for one full season. Deep in the south, the Grandes pace along the balcony of their hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Pepe and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put him on the throne. Ah, they'll come around, says Potato. The king's golden age can't last forever, can it? The Grandes aim to lower stability to 4 or less. Meanwhile, the counts. A count rides in a remote, unremarkable spot of the moorland. Soon, another joins them. Unfortunately, my lowborn are getting dreadfully devout, says Magnificent X. We're in no state to make a move against the king, says Demure. Hold on, let me do my Demure impression. We're in no state to make a move against the king. It's far too dangerous. The High Inquisitor will pounce as soon as we do anything. The counts aim to lower their faith to 4 or less. The nipple rubbing is lore accurate, guys. I got that from the deep lore. You only know that if you've really gone deep in the Demure lore. Trust me. Well, the chiefs strike a deal with a chain of lumber mills, making 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. Interesting. Well, the chiefs and their schemes has gotten them extra tax this year. They've received extra tax this year as a result of their bad boy behavior. But the counts and the grandes, they get a discount. Next, we have 3 events. We have a stinging problem, the battle axe, and a pillar of the community. We begin, as always, with the king's business, the battle axe. How's this for proof? Says Crimson Courier. Countess Crimson Courier slams a blood-stained battle axe into the council hall's central table, splitting the wood. That was rich mahogany. I was making a point. This axe is proof of what I was telling you about Chief One Mad Nugget's raids. This distinctly northern axe was left behind by one of his warriors. That could be anybody's axe, says One Mad Nugget. Hold on, let me do it. Oi, that could be anybody's axe. I could buy like a dozen like it in the blacksmith down the street. So now you're accusing me of framing you. You asked for proof, and I got you proof. I demand the council acts now. I think it's clear, guys. I think it's clear. I think we have to arrest One Mad Nugget. It's the only way. It's the only way. It is proof. It is proof. It is proof. We have to arrest One Mad Nugget. We have to arrest him. And if you agree with me about putting him into everyone has an axe, well, you know, when you put it that way, it ain't got his seal on it. Okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. All right, fine. We will station troops along the northern and eastern border to stop it from happening again. And if you agree with me, I will send my troops. We will pay 500 gold to each of you that agrees. Station troops along the northern eastern border. This will stop it from happening again. Arrest everyone, says Potato. Arrest everyone, he says. Arrest everyone. Station troops along the northern eastern border to stop it from happening again. Come on, we need more votes for D. Don't you want to get paid? Don't you want to get paid? It's clearly his axe. All right? It's clearly his axe. But what are we going to do here? We're going to arrest a nobleman for this? We're going to arrest a nobleman for this? Or we're going to build a big, beautiful wall for this? We got to keep him out. Fuck off. We're full. Send him back. Send Nugget right back. Goths together strong. The voting is tied, which means it is up to me to make the decision. If I was my ex and my right, I'd be mighty feeling like doing more now. Arrest Nugget or order him to pay back in full. Why lower your stability? Indeed. Why lower my stability? They certainly would like me to. But raising the defiance of the chiefs might be smart. Nonetheless, although the crime is a crime, and we do believe that one Mad Nugget has done it, as does the council clearly, arresting a nobleman for killing peasants? Absurd. Absurd. He will pay him. One Mad Nugget will pay Crimson Courier back in full. This is absolutely outrageous. I'm being set up. I refuse to pay. There you have it. You must arrest this obstinate chief. He defies the word of the council, says Crimson Courier. You leave me no choice, Nugget. You leave me no choice. Do you realize this? Do you realize this? You leave me no choice. Arrest him. The Watch drag Chief One Mad Nugget off to the dungeon. Hopefully that's the end of this messy saga. Thank you for dealing with that, Your Highness. It's a shame we must live with these uncivilized pagans in our kingdom. Oh my God. Chief One Mad Nugget has been in prison. One Mad Nugget II, his son, has joined the council. And the East is no longer grumbling as loudly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have a stinging problem in the north. Now we have 2 Mad Nugget. Good night, Captain Crunch. We will see you later. Seems like a conflict of interest with my son joining, if I'm honest. He has a right. An eastern peasant has word of the Count's bees. Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I did spot a big old swarm of bees going over towards the north. Chief Canuckman stamps in, his face swollen, covered with stings. Those damn Counts! I bet they sent those bees of theirs just to trouble us! They've been attacking you? Aye! It's terrible! By the old gods, those bees must be destroyed! No one dares goes outside. Our markets are ruined! Blood and stars, says Dog Mom. She shows up just at the right time. These bees are our livelihood. If they're killed, they'll bring bad luck to all of us. Those bees are our livelihood. Then you should have taken better care of them, shouldn't you? What should be done with the escaped bees? What should be done? What should be done? I think we should lure the bees back to the east. But I don't care enough about it. Actually, the church will not be helping. This has nothing to do with the church. It's up to you to vote on this. Lure the bees back to the east is what I think we should do. That's my personal opinion. But if you destroy the bees in the north, well, that will be bad. Don't destroy the bees. Vote B, they say. Voting has closed. Destroy the bees in the north. Many counts are furious, as are their peasants. The killing of bees will only bring bad fortune. Still, the chiefs are quick to praise your decisive action. You wait to decide exactly how to proceed. A pillar of the community. Your Majesty, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking a northern criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she'd slipped the net until recently when we discovered that she'd fled into the south a number of years ago. But the Grandes are refusing to let us investigate further. Who is this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the common folk call her Backstab Penny. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the north. Wait a moment, are you talking about merry old Penny? She's a pillar of our community back in Haranza. She arrived a few years ago from the north. She used her wealth to invest in local businesses, and she set up an orphanage. Everyone here loves her. Surely you jest. Merry old Penny. This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal. She must be punished. She must be punished. She must be punished. I think we should allow her to stay in the south under the protection of the Grandes. This is my opinion. It's what I think we should do. But the vote remains yours, my noble lords and ladies. It's up to you to decide the outcome of this. What will we do here? What shall be done? What should be done? Well, it seems you're quite divided on this issue. You're quite divided on this, huh? Maybe not so much anymore. Harold, no. Stop it. The Northerners have to get their shit together. DK! DK with the sub! Thank you, DK! DK! Crazy, crazy. Thank you. Well, it looks like you guys have voted. Summon her to the capital to answer to the king's justice. Merry old Penny will be brought before me. I lost money on that vote. How can I help you, dearie? I've seen enough. Execute this criminal. How do you plead? Oh dear, I'm afraid Canuckman must have me mistaken for someone else. I swear by every god there is, your highness, I've never pillaged anything but my pantry. It's the word of a, is she a nobleman or not? I don't think she's a nobleman, but she had a bunch of money. She had a bunch of money. Why do you have the same name as this outlaw? Well, there's lots of people from the north called Penny, your highness. It's a very common name. Even my mother was called Penny. What did you do when you were younger? I worked in the mines, I did. It was long hours, back-breaking work. Taught me humility, it did. Well, how did you make enough money and then you moved to the south? I always liked it there. The people are so delightfully, different. And they love orphans, just like me. Orphans? You said your mom's name was Penny. You said your mom's name was Penny. You lie before the king. Orphans don't have moms. They sprout out of holes in the ground. Everyone knows that. Have I mentioned that I love orphans? They remind me of myself. I was an orphan for as long as I can remember. You were an orphan since birth, but you know your mother's name. All right, you got me. I'm backstabbed Penny. But I'm reformed now, you see? Ask the orphans. Do you think your good deeds wash out the bad deeds? I hope so, your greatness, or else I wouldn't have done them. It's all much of a muchness, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm the one Canuckman was looking for, that pompous idiot. So what are you going to do to me? I'm not muted, I just haven't said anything. Well, ask ourselves this. Do we want to live in a realm where there is no chance of forgiveness? Do we want to live in a realm where there is no coming back? Do we want to live in a realm where King of Hearts, yes. Do we want to live in a realm where people such as this cheerful lady who took all of her money and spent it on orphans? You know, I think forgiveness is for orphans, which she kind of is, in a way. Okay? I say let her return to the South. By the star flare, your greatness. Why? She just admitted to her crimes. Penny reassumes her old lady personality with a smile, then returns to Haranza. She continues to care for orphans, water plants, and enjoys her twilight years in relative peace. The king's justice can be fickle indeed. And thus it happened. Thus it occurred. And thus, the winter of 949. This is royally fucked, my lord. That quote, dude. That quote. This is royally fucked, my lord. That quote, dude. All right. And thus, the winter of 949 and the reign of King John Poorburger a count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot of moorland. Soon another joins them. The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populace. How delightful, then we can make our move unseen. Oh, hold on. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient books describe two demons, each attracted to different aspects of the human mind. Open the count. What will the counts do? Counts. Which demon is best suited to possess the king and take his soul? Which demon counts? Which demon? There is no E. Rakamasa, the mad tyrant, the cockroach queen, or Murmuriak, the Duke of Greed, the face of all coins. Asmund Gold will own your soul. Asmund Gold. They have voted Rakamasa, the mad tyrant, the cockroach queen. The game is muted? Oh, it is muted. Sorry. Thank you. The game sound is gone. Deadman, the game sound is gone. Deadman. The cockroach queen was once a favored servant of the ninth god. But when she betrayed him, he banished her to the deepest caves where she became a twisted agent of the seven. Oh shit, you have a lot of lines, Demure. She desires to rise to power once more. She will be attracted to a powerful king whose authority is unquestioned. For the final stage of the scheme, the council must raise the authority to at least 7. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. And I did tweak the laws, as is my right. Destroying the bees, escaped experiment, and a city in flames. These are our 3 events. We begin with the destruction of the bees. Chief Canuckman arrives at the council session in disarray, still covered in bee stings. Your Highness! The bees! They're stinging our soldiers to death! Stinging your soldiers to death, you say? To death? To death? To death, you say? To death? Well. Shall we seek out a magical defense, consult a wizard on the matter, or manufacture equipment to smoke out the bees and poison them? Honestly, now that I think about it, I think a wizard is the best choice. I think a wizard might be the best choice. It is your time to vote. It is your time to shine. Let the voting begin. Wizard. 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 Lord Gandalf. Lord Gandalf. What shall we do, Lord Gandalf? Shall we smoke them out, Lord Gandalf? Shall we pull through, Lord Gandalf? Lord Gandalf, what shall we do? A decision. Consult a wizard on the matter or manufacture equipment to smoke out the bees and poison them. I think we need a wizard, but perhaps we should build something before we do. Wizards are cool, but let's smoke them out. Let's save the bees by smoking them out. We have Transman Gold to smite them. The chiefs purchase poison and equipment. When the villagers get to work pumping the huge bellows, thick clouds of noxious smoke pour out. Some of the chief's wealth is decreased, but the trade challenge succeeded. Soon, the northern lands are littered with dead bees. As market days return to normal, you congratulate yourself on a job well done. We actually did it. An escaped experiment? Tell me more. Apparently, something has escaped from the cellars of Count Magnificent X's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Magnificent X, who was down there in your, dungeon? Magnificent X? Who are you keeping down there, my boy? Who was it? Who was that, huh? Hello, your majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognized my Aunt Odna's earlobes. Bring me the count! This creature is my life work, your highness. And my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I've chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. What should be done with the undead abomination created by Count Magnificent X? What should be done? What should be done? What should be done? Magnificent, what were you doing there in the first place? He is a necromancer. We cannot abide necromancy in the realm, but it is his son. It is his son. It is his son. Is it not? Is it not his son? It's science, my lord. Fine. 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 I agree. I will agree. He is a nobleman, and it is his son. In the interest of all noblemen in the kingdom and noble women, his son and him may both live, provided that his son stays in prison. And I will pay any noble willing to vote with me 500 shekels. Free little Richard. 500 shekels. The monster may live, but it must stay in prison. The monster may live, but it must stay in prison. It must stay in prison. He's a nobleman. We won't be executing him even if the church says so. Not for that. I mean, hell, we imprisoned Nugget. Save my son. Set him free. Set my son free. Let him go. You promised you would chain him up, and chain him up you will do. The monster may live as long as it stays imprisoned. His son is not a monster. Have mercy. Thank you, Migrant. It's made of the corpses of other people, Sakura. Thank you, Your Grace. I promise the villagers will never again be troubled by my son's unusual features. Riots spark across the east as the priests whip up the common folk into a frenzy. How can Magnificent X have escaped justice after desecrating the dead and performing dark magic? Rumors spread that Magnificent X used his power to turn you into their puppet. Why else would this travesty be allowed? a city in flames. Your Majesty! This is Sakura Alicia. Your Majesty! There's been a terrible fire in the city of Dobituk. Where once there were buildings, there's now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of lowborn have died. Cow kicked over a lantern, Your Majesty. Some milkmaid was burning the midnight oil, must have unexpectedly cold hands. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. Rebuild? You want to rebuild? You want to rebuild, do you? That's what you want? Is that it? What shall we do, Council? What shall we do? Shall we offer no help? Shall we rebuild the city in stone rather than wood, or rebuild it exactly as it was? No matter what, Grandes, don't vote C, says Pedro. They all proceeded to vote C. Every last Grande voted C. The kingdom will be broke when this is done, it's true. The voting is time! The king must make a decision. Rebuild in stone rather than wood, or offer no help. Huh. Terrible thing it is. Terrible, terrible matter at hand here. Unfortunately, this matter is a local issue. The treasury will not be opened for this. You sent word to the counts of Dobituk that they will be expected to rebuild their own city and without the king's help. The East trade is now poor, their defiance is grumbling, stability is now steady, and some of the counts have had decreased wealth. Thrakov's bones! What is the point of having a king in the first place? Bro, I'm the king, not FEMA. Okay? And that was the spring of 950. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Two of you are in your final stage. The counts of the east and the chiefs of the north, but the Grandes are still only in the second stage of their conspiracy. We have 3 events now. One of them is quite important, my heir. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to my son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of your kingdom. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? John II. Little John. Most pleasing, Your Majesty. I am sure that little John II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. You just need to fulfill your ambition. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Screaming nightmares in the castle. Night after night, you suffer horrible nightmares. Every time, indistinct, golden-eyed people shriek in agony, leaving you waking up choking for breath. The effects of the nightmares creep into your waking life. Lack of sleep makes you stumble over your words during council meetings. When you fall asleep during the dinner, your mother shakes you awake. John, what on earth is going wrong with you? It's horrible, Mama. Mama, it's horrible. Yes, it is. You're losing your dignity. Handle your shit, Fabius. Keringar with the 79-month resub. Keringar. Keringar! Thank you! I appreciate it, buddy. Keeping the dream going. Couldn't do it without you, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you, bro. It's muted. You're not hearing this? You're not hearing this? It's only muted for you, Tater. Tater's got it on mute. Tater! Classic Tater, dude. Classic Tater. What a Tater tot. Thank you, boys and girls. I can hear everything else, I just can't hear that, says Tater. I don't understand, Tater. I don't understand. What will your wife think? It's hardly proper. What are the nightmares about? It all started after we destroyed the bees in the north, Mom. Oh, I understand. It's a royal of fiction. There's a mystical connection between royalty and bees. Sleep is a bridge between the two. You destroyed their kindred. You should make a formal apology. How do I do that? Speak to them in your dreams. That should placate them. Royal bees! Anyway, those are my thoughts. Now, will you get on and do something about this? Later that night, you fall asleep as usual. Once again, terrible screams surround you, driving into your skull. Damn, dude, damn. I promise to plant flowers in the palace. As you make your assurances, slowly, painfully, the screaming fades. As soon as you wake, you have a word with the chief architect about replanting the palace gardens. No problem, Your Majesty. I'll have the gardens bustling with flowers lickety-split. Lavender and foxgloves are planted all around the palace. You're not sure if the bees got the message, but the farmlands across the kingdom flourish, and you suffer your nightmares no more. Farming has improved. Both the east and the south have 10 farming. Wow. There's looting and pillaging in the east. Hello, Apex. Good to see you. It is my last show of the week, that's true. You gotta fix that washing machine. We've still got a broken one here. Oh, with the anonymous gift sub to the Apex Reaper Peeper. The Peeper Reaper himself. Bless you, Apex. Oh! Yeah, and the bats! Thank you, Demure! Goth mommies have major aura rubs nipples. Ah! Thank you for the resub and thank you for the bats! Guys! Apex, Apex, Apex. What is this? What does this mean? You put this in here for me now. What is it you're doing here? Go away, you crybaby man. Go. I'm trying to welcome... Hey! Coral! Get out of here, Coral. Coral, get out of here. No more salt. It's not salty. We're here to celebrate someone. Oh, damn. And now you here, Indian man? Where's my Uber? And the president is here. Hello. Apex, we brought everybody out for you. Apex, you're the proud recipient of a gift sub. Welcome back, Apex Reaper Peeper. To my disciples of the dead, learn the credo, drink the Kool-Aid, sit back, relax, kick up your feet, and enjoy the show. Meatbag, murder is on the menu. Probably mine at this point. We are playing King of the Castle, and I'm glad that you're here. Use the command !join, followed by he/she/they/them/whatever to play with us. And thank you very much, Demure, for those 1,000 bats. Here we go. Your Highness, help us. Half the East is on fire. It's true. Chief One Mad Nugget II was furious that we imprisoned his father for raiding. Now, he's leading a much more violent raid against the East. Nugget! 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 To the gallows with Nugget! Alright, that's it. I say we kill his father in prison and then kill him. We must stop him, Your Majesty. The pagans are even looting and burning Eastern churches. Stripping the gold from the altars. An example must be made. Oh, wow. We don't have enough of an army to crush the raiders. Burn down northern temples in retribution. Oh my goodness, chat. Oh my goodness. I think we should wait for the flames to die down, and then we arrest Chief One Mad Nugget. We don't have the military necessary to put down his raid. We don't have the military necessary to put down his raid, guys. We don't have it. But we can arrest him. We can arrest him. I think D. If we burn down the northern temples, that's just going to hurt their religion. That's the last thing we want. We don't want to tit for tat shit. If you vote D with me, I will pay you 500 shillings. If you vote D for Delta, D for Dingleberry, D for help me give One Mad Nugget the D. Vote D, my lords. Vote D. The Easterners will lose that fight. Vote D. Do not vote B. D for Delta. Oh my God, you're going to get us killed. The army's going to be destroyed. The Easterners are going to get their asses kicked. You guys can't be serious. You can't be serious right now. The Easterners are going to get their asses kicked. Remember the names of these nobles. Remember the names of these nobles who sent your sons to die. Remember the names of these noblemen and women who sent your sons to die. Northern warriors come screaming down the hillsides. They hit your troops like a landslide. After a long and bloody battle, the chiefs are triumphant. The Eastern army scatters, leaving a field littered with the broken bodies of the dead. Once the battle is over, the raiders return to the north and hide their loot, ensuring it can never be reclaimed. And a dozen churches are left burning in the raiders' wake. But Chief One Mad Nugget II didn't live long enough to witness his victory. During the battle, he was pierced by a dozen arrows and died with an axe in each hand. The chiefs celebrate him as a true warrior. This is officially a record, bro. This is officially a record. We have never seen somebody lose 3 characters in one day. We have never seen this happen before. Welcome 3 Mad Nugget to the chat. Welcome 3 Mad Nugget to the chat. Welcome 3 Mad Nugget to the chat. And that was the summer of 950, the reign of King John. It is now going to be time for our next auction. It's an auction. It's an auction. It's an auction, 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 auction. Don't you know it's an auction? Remember, you guys, this is your money above my head. But if you're a broke boy, your name doesn't appear on the right-hand side. Sorry, broke boys. The richest nobles are listed on the right. Your numbers are listed here on the left, otherwise. In order to build something, you will say exclamation fund X, Y, where X is the character code, A, B, C, D, E, or F, and Y is the amount you're pledging. Remember, you don't have to throw it all in at once. You can pledge multiple times in order to make the vote go your way. Okay? Once I hit start auction, I cannot extend this one. It's the only vote that I can't extend. Are you ready? Because it begins now. It begins now. Is Mama home? I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. How's the building going? I see you're spending an awful lot of money on building a prison, you weirdos. You weirdos. And thus, a prison and a library were built. A prison and a library were built. Basically, nothing happened. All right. We have 3 things. I have 0 gold, says Sakura. First is the ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror, but you've not convinced anyone. You won't be doing any conquering anytime soon. We're going to need to change my image. I don't want to be faithful. We are broke. I will become beloved by the common folk. It's 2,100 on a max security prison, only to be countered by a children's library. Guess who I have in charge of the children's library? The orphan lady. There's a contested wreck. See you later, Tater. We're gonna miss you. An opportunity, your majesty, says 1 Mad Nugget the third. 3 Mad Nugget. A cursed ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Cursed vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait, says Potato. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the 9th. In fact, it's closer to our city of Sarenza than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Your Majesty, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Nugget, why? Nugget. Why are you always bringing drama to the court? Why are you always bringing drama to the court? You are always causing problems, Nugget. You are always causing problems. Okay? Feels like IRL, mate. Feels like IRL, mate. What should be done with the cursed shipwreck in the waters between the north and the south? What should be done here? What should be done? I don't even care. It's up to you. I don't even care. I wasn't even there. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's up to you. This nugget nonsense. I don't even care. I don't even care. Return the bounty to Kurth? You want to give the foreigners? Wait. Are you guys really voting to give the foreigners their shit? They sank their shit in our waters. And you goth mommies want to give them back their stuff? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The cockroach demands it. The cockroach demands it, dude. We're gonna give it to Penny for the children. Exactly. Give it to Penny for the children. Allow the chiefs to salvage the ship. All the chiefs voted for that. Or salvage the ship but return the bounty to Kurth. All of the counts voted for that. That's crazy work. That's crazy work that it's split down party lines like this. It belongs to the North, they said. It belongs to the North. The savages shouldn't be enriched, my lord. Do not enrich the savages, my lord. The chiefs will salvage the ship. But, what? It's in our waters! Moreover, the council's word is final, is it not? The operation goes ahead and yields a great bounty for the chiefs. Spices from Atesh, Saalish pearls, and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. And there's industries collapsing in the east. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the east. Businesses are going bankrupt, mills shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it just makes everyone miserable. Welcome, Nice Wizard. Yes, my Nice Wizard, your team. You have been added to the Chiefs, Nice Wizard. The Chiefs' current goal is to lower their defiance to 1 or less. They are in the final stage of their conspiracy, Nice Wizard. Yes, my investments have all gone up in smoke, says Sakura. It's the same for all the other cunts. We must find a way to lift the East out of poverty. Some cunts' wealth has decreased. What should be done about the depression in the East? What should be done about the depression in the East? Well, the government won't be bailing anybody out. I can assure you of that. The rest of you may now vote. The rest of you may now vote. You may now vote. I recommend against D. I think maybe vote C. C would be good. It would be smart for you to vote C. It would be smart for you to vote C. Very well. 6 nobles voted for provide jobs digging ditches and building roads. You order the unemployed common folk to the east to start building roads, bridges, churches, anything to keep them occupied, develop some skills, and put cash in their pockets. But the meddling counts intervene, paying the peasants minuscule wages and pocketing the profits themselves. It ruins the whole enterprise. The purples have given the game to the grandees. The purples have given the game to the grandees. And that was the autumn of 950, the reign of King John. The South swells with a sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see the Ninth Herald, Pepe, in action. In the picturesque town of Tinamesca, the grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. If our armies were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade. Sounds promising, but I suggest we leave it up to the ninth god. He will intervene on Pepe's behalf. What will the grandees do in order to overthrow the king? Launch a holy war or pray for a miracle? You guys are fricked. The grandees are about to take it from you. The grandees were about to take it from you. Do you realize, guys, that you have given the game to Unlikely Potato, Mikey Gage, and Kaito? Do you realize that DK Foxen is now going to win? You have given them the game. They're praying for a miracle. It's already there. They're already at 10 faith. The Grandes must keep their faith at 10 for one full season. Oh my God. The Chiefs will pay more to the treasury. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in the gate. A group of town criers file into the room, bright red coats and each holding a very large bell. The Chancellor motions to the group. Immediately, they start ringing their bells and bellowing about your greatest deeds. Wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, what? The Chancellor signals frantically. The town criers quiet down. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. You hustle out onto the palace balcony, below of which is a sea of expectant and unwashed faces. You are greeted by an uneasy quiet. A few half-hearted cheers, a few boos. Peasants shuffle their feet impatiently. Not the greatest reception, but at least they're not throwing away anything yet. I give my speech, and it succeeds! Peasants, look at my faces. This is Dirty Penny. She was once one of you. The nobleman tried to have her hung, but I released her. I am a friend of the people. When you wrap up, the peasants are cheering so loud you're nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. I need a drink. Take the night off and celebrate, but we have to do it again tomorrow. You travel all over the kingdom delivering the same speech. You are greeted by cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the East even want to throw you a surprise banquet. How delightful. This is a sign that you are a true king of the people, Your Majesty. It has nothing to do with the nobles. When is this banquet? We'll hear from them soon. After a few weeks, the Chancellor slides into your office. Your Majesty, the town folks are ready for you to visit. I'll wear my best crown. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife, Freda, steps up into the carriage and settles beside you, giving you a kiss on the cheek. The gods are good. I can always do with a party, even if it's all the way in the east. That's very nice, don't you think? Yes, I love my wife. Very nice indeed. Mrs. Mag beckons. I'm so glad... Goodbye, Mrs. Mag. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. We'll see you soon, Magnificent. Thank you for gaming with us. Little John II makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. You finally arrive in the eastern capital. Everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out of the windows, cheering your procession. Countess Dogmom Survives stalks up to you and bows. Her smile is very rigid. Greetings, Your Grace. How good to see you. Surprise! Oh, for me? For me? The Eastern peasants have decided they support the crown so much they put a party on in your honor. Oh my, I'm overcome. Goodness gracious, I love parties. Oh, it's quite understandable, but it was a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follow you as you travel to the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Countess Dogmom Survives' face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with Eastern townsfolk, but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. Northern warriors bellow their support. The Chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone had gotten together for this. Let's party! The people roar in approval. You spend a week in the East, feasting and drinking and breaking bread with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually you return to the capital where the council is in session and the nobles are arguing again. By the old gods, we must have coin from the treasury! I found an ancient law stating that the North is entitled to funds from the Northern sporting activities. No, says Dog Mom. We need gold for our businesses. The peasants are... Oh, God. I think back to the peasants, everyone cheering for me. So many of them cheering for me. Be quiet and let me make the decision. The nobles gasp and mutter among themselves. You hear one of them saying something nervously about the commoners. Yes, of course, Your Highness. Yes, of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that the nobles have realized just how outnumbered they really are. Council sessions become smooth and quiet and efficient as you sweep through any objections. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Stability is now peaceful. The trade of the north is now dominant. The trade in the east has gone from 0 to 2, it's just poor. The trade of the south can't go any higher, and the treasury nearly doubles at 3,564. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. The monarch is victorious. So close, but y'all suck. This song was a banger, dude. The chiefs decided that the time must not have been right, although the prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the God Speakers, who waited once again for the right omens to rise. The Grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Pepe in the rightful place on the throne, but no miracle ever came. Shortly after King John's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Count Demure Shootout's castle and placed them under arrest for evil magic. As they burned, they screamed the secret name of the seventh god. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King John rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing. But the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was King of the Castle, our fourth session together, the reign of King John the Reformer, our first good king, and a good king he was. GG easy, BB. I had a lot of fun with you. The game lasted 2 years and 9 months, from the year 948 to 950. My spouse was Frida of the North, that beautiful, beautiful woman. And my successor is my son, King John II. The wealthiest noble in the entire land was none other than he with the pink hair. He, the chosen one. He, the handsome. He, the man with the floofy pants. It's Kaito! Congratulations, it's Kaito on being the wealthiest nobleman in the game. The poorest noble was Canuckman. Sorry about that, Canuckman. The poorest noble was Canuckman. And here are the kingdom's stats and my son who will be replacing me. The authority was low at the end, that's true. The counts almost had me. The treasury was high, the stability was high, and look at all these stats behind my head. In fact, let's take a screenshot of some of this. I want to put it, we have a Discord channel dedicated to these sessions. And I want to make sure we record this stuff for posterity. Let's also record this guy, huh? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Woo! What is the Discord? Here, there's a link in the chat. If you join us on Discord, we have a section called Games on the left here. And King of the Castle is one of our forums. And this is the 4th session thread. Right here. Game was 2 years and 4 months, sire to son, like the year in. I know, it was crazy how fast it went. Kaito! I just saw your GIF. That was an incredible session, guys. Please feel free to join us on Discord, where you will see that I schedule these weeks in advance so that we can all play together. This was our first time playing, or our 4th time playing this game as a group. And oh my goodness, was it fun. What a super fun game. This session was a huge one. Yeah, it really was a great one. There was a lot of people involved, which was nice. There was a ton of people involved, which was great. This was incredible. This was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Did you have fun? Would you play this again with us? Should I give away some copies of this game on Discord? If 3 new people join the Discord, I will give away some copies of this game. If 3 new people join the Discord, I will give away some copies of this game. 3 new people, that's all we need. That's an easy goal. 3 people, we got so many people in here tonight. If 3 new people join us, I will give away some copies. Who wants free stuff? But meat bags. Oh, meat bags. Look what Pinky just brought me. Yum, yum, yum. That's stir-fried chicken with some very lightly fried rice. I am a hungry boy, let me tell you what. I am a hungry boy. And I think you know what time it is. I'm dead tired. I need to stop for a bit and go dig up some old friends. So finish your homework, be in by 9, but most importantly, tell your mothers I said hello. Auf Wiedersehen, ihr Lieben. I will see you all again next week. This was my last live show of the week. Maybe we'll be doing some things over the weekend. Welcome to our newest initiates of the dead, and thank you to each and every fan of the show. I appreciate your loyalty, your commitment, and your generosity. Welcome, Orem Mint, Nasuth, Evil Pig Productions, and Pedro. I appreciate you guys joining us today. That was nice of you. Thank you to our most loyal disciples of the dead, Sakura Alicia, DK Foxen, Karingar, and Apex Reaper Peeper 308, and the Bats from Demure. The Bats, Demure, you're the best, dude. I appreciate that. Happy 4th of July to everyone in the States. Independence Day. I'll be celebrating it with you while I'm abroad. Much love to you. China #1, USA #1, America. Adios. Thank you to each and every fan of the show. You guys are awesome. Thanks for making this week a great one. First week of July. Happy 4th of July to my American friends. Love you all very much, and I'll see you next week.